One thing I would caution against strongly is giving people any form of payment, no matter what they say it's for, before any goods or services have been rendered. Especially on minor repairs, if you're doing anything under, let's say, a dollar amount of $10,000 or $20,000, if someone doesn't have a line of credit or doesn't have the money to get the materials, I would be strongly concerned about that. So anytime someone wants money before goods or services have been rendered, be careful. That should send up a red flag. One thing is, if they ask for that, you can say, well, the day you show up, in my driveway or at my house with the materials, I'll happily pay you that half when work begins and I see that you've purchased the materials for my job. So one thing about the bad actors that you can safeguard yourself against, the homeowners can, that is these guys are going to be transient and they're going to be under the radar, meaning they're not going to leave a footprint. Okay, so scammers typically may live in hotels or motels. They move from city to city. One thing a homeowner can easily do is just go online and Google them. Very, very simple. Go search the BBB. If they don't have a website, if they have no footprint online, no Facebook page, they don't show up in a Google search, or the opposite may happen, you do see their name with a bunch of bad things attached to it, certainly be alarmed. But it is something that's very concerning for the good guys that we have to battle against, because the scammers are out there, as in any industry. So. What I would ask any contractor when they come to your house and you're meeting with them, I would ask them to provide you, as a homeowner, provide you with a professional and a customer reference list. I would ask them, do you have any vendors that you work for, meaning insurance agents, realtors? I would ask for a list of customers' names, phone numbers, and addresses that you could actually call and speak with and verify the jobs that they've done. I give that to every customer when I first meet them. Hey, I'm an open book here. You can call and check on me. You're going to get a very consistent product and service, and people should be upfront and willing to provide it. That should not be an issue with anybody. And if it is, if they act funny about it when you ask them to provide that, that should be a red flag as well.
That's a good point.
Anytime you're dealing with any of these contractors that come to your house to perform residential work, I would ask to see a copy of their general liability insurance. I would also, in fact, call the number and the agent on that insurance copy to verify that the policy is in force. Sometimes people pay for a policy up front, then they cancel it, they get refunded, then they have a certificate showing that they actually do carry insurance when in fact they don't. Don't be afraid to tell people no. A lot of times people just want to be too nice, or it's the first guy they've called and they have a hard time saying no to someone. It's your property. I always tell my customers, hey, you're in the driver's seat here. It's your property. You let me know how I can help you best. I couldn't tell you, I've lost count of the number of horror stories of the services where people can go, anybody can go on there. There's no background checks. They can pay to get on that service to basically get leads for residential work, let's say. And so there's really you don't know, this person's not vetted. Again, no background checks. You don't know them from Adam who's coming out to your house. Just because something may be listed is trusted, perhaps, I would still be very, very cautious. The best way to go is word of mouth referral. Talk to your insurance agents, talk to your realtors, talk to your neighbors. The Nextdoor app has been great. Again, reference list, if you do search them out, make them provide that to you. Getting to know your neighbors is important. I mean, in this day and age, some of us don't do that. I'm kind of the go-to guy in my neighborhood, but obviously, but speaking with your neighbors, anything they need, talking to them about people who they've had work done, who they've been pleased with them. I can't stress enough the Nextdoor app. I've had plenty of people contact me on there just out of the blue. Hey, someone told us about you on Nextdoor. So, call them and take care of that. But that's also something you can go on the Nextdoor app and search for a trade. You can also, again, drop the tag of roofing, siding, flooring, painting, and wait for your neighbors to respond and see who comes up the most. That's a
Right.
very helpful tool in your tool belt. So it's about you being empowered and having the knowledge to make the right decision, so you don't just step into this blind.
For sure.